Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tumbleweed. This is the winners' final of our championship. Both of these players have won their first three games, and well, the winner is going to be um, securing a spot in the grand finals. So this is an important match. Oh, actually, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing the A1B2 as promised.
Right.
That's mad.
I thought that was a joke.
No, it was not a joke. I mean, I knew it was not a joke, but I didn't know if he was gonna go for it.
Like I would imagine that unless there's some tricks, that white should be better, right? Surely.
White is better, but the thing is, it's kind of tricky to play white. I mean,
You said it's kind of sharp or something, right? There's
yeah, it's just like if you make one mistake, then you just lose the game instantly.
yeah,
Like you should be better, but you're not allowed to make any mistakes in the first like six moves.
yeah.
So it's definitely a bit of a trick opening. I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's super balanced. Um, I don't know. I mean, I think I've only played this one against Ben. Well, actually, that's not true. One of the Dutch people, Quinkungs on BGA, has been trying that
Hmm.
against me, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's so like if you play red, then it's I mean it's not super hard to play, but it's just like feels like you're at a disadvantage a bit. I don't know, like the usual way is play a2, and then white is going to play b3, sacrificing b2, and then probably j10. Then if you take
I wouldn't.
e3, yeah,
Did you say A2 is the first move?
a2 is the first move for red probably, but actually you can
Hmm.
even play something like d1 or e1 or yeah, similar. Or, yeah, b1, same thing.
Yeah, symmetric. Yeah, interesting.
Well, I mean, I think Burnt went for red because he doesn't know how to play white,
All right,
which makes sense.
it's interesting. The
Yeah,
psychology at play.
I mean I definitely feel like it's a good trick buy because I'm not sure it's balanced, especially on size 8. I would say it's better for white, but it's only better for white if you know how to play. Yeah, yeah, then take, and then the idea is white is going to go to the center, like J9 or something, and maybe you can try D3, but probably you
But
can
then
take J.
you
Yeah,
and so is the idea that then even losing C2 is just too slow for red? Is that the idea?
yeah. The idea is
Because
like
you
you. Yeah,
like the four moves in the corner aren't actually worth the value of four moves. It's kind of like
that's the theory. The thing is like I
you do have lines along the first line that you can
yeah,
see,
like
right?
I, I'm kind of I'm kind of thinking that maybe, or maybe like a strong AI or something. I don't know. Maybe there's a way of playing reds because the like sure like you're gonna be over concentrated on top. Like it's not super efficient, but at the same time, like I
It's
don't
they're
know.
not completely redundant moves or something like.
Like they're not redundant. You get some lines, and also like I think because it's so strong, you can just ignore um any attacks on
Any
it.
sort of
So like
pressure, yeah,
yeah, so like you can just go, like go to the other side of the board if you can. Yeah, so we do get J9. But yeah, I would really like to see red um take advantage of the strength somehow, like just expanding in a really bold way that makes use of the fact that this top side is never gonna be like this top left is never gonna be in trouble. But it's just very awkward to expand for red.
Yeah, you're low to start off with at the very least.
Maybe you want to play g7. I think g7 or b7 maybe.
I guess the other thing is that I was thinking about C2, just very simple, but it doesn't actually open up an attack on J9, right?
Yeah, the thing is with c2, white is just gonna play d3, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's
No,
funny. I
yeah.
wouldn't have thought of that.
I mean, I only know that because Ben has played that a lot against me. So
But then this also might die, but then you don't care because you get a
yeah, it's
2
fine.
somewhere or something.
You get a 2 on e4 if you need. I mean, it's yeah,
Right, yeah. So you're
it's
just
not, yeah,
using it to build solid
yeah,
positions somewhere. It's just funny when you see like such a piece disparity.
yeah. It's such a big space advantage, but at the same time, I still feel like it should be a game. Like it's not. Yeah,
So it's unclear how balanced it is. It requires for further exploration.
yeah. I think if you play if as red you play naturally and you're not like bold enough, then for sure it's better for white. Um, but I think there is maybe a world where I mean I wasn't able to do that. But I think there's maybe a world where as red you just play like a maniac and try to like just go on the edge of what you can get away with, and maybe you can claw back the space disadvantage. Like I don't know. I think at some point I tried like playing. So like you can try playing like I10 or just going really far. No, sorry. You can't play I10. You can. Sorry. C10. Yeah, I don't know. Just I don't know. Because like white can try to block things, but you know, white can't hold forever. I mean, I feel like if you get a really solid position on the sides, maybe you can curl around the big white center. Yeah, maybe that's okay. So that's a natural option. I still think maybe it was a little bit better to play one move before, but I don't know. So this threatens the bridge on g5, I guess, and also it threatens d7. So as white, I don't know if you want to play d9 or not sure.
Hmm. Yeah, so D9 is just building a kind of solid position, I guess. You have a 2 kind of near an edge. And then lines to reinforce the other singles
Yep.
and then if you said G5 was the other idea
Um.
for I
For
mean
for,
for red,
for
the
red, yeah,
follow up
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like if you allow that, is there anything you do there, or do you just give it up and try to block the bottom side or something?
Yeah, I think. Hmm,
Like G9 or something. After you have the 2 D9, like do you just block entry into the lower side?
yeah, like okay, it's D9, G5, then maybe G9. Yeah, like, I don't really like the cut, but I don't know if you can. Uh, well, I guess if red cuts, then you have a 3 stack on D6 that you can play later. Maybe that's an idea.
Or can you play D6 to control G6 temporarily? They'll probably just cut it, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, but they'll probably just play F6, but that's interesting.
yeah, F6. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, yeah, no, I think you just probably you take the 2 on D9. Oh, maybe okay. You want to block the
I have to refresh, I think. Oh, there it is.
He went to block the bridge.
Hmm.
Yeah, sometimes there's a small difference. I don't know. Like the other day, Alec was 5 seconds earlier than me
Hmm.
on like move update. Yeah.
Just time zones. I mean, not time locations, I
Maybe
suppose.
just like Wi-Fi or different shop. I don't know.
Yeah, ping or something and whatever.
Ping, yeah, yeah. Yeah, somehow ping is magnified or something. I don't know. But okay, so what's the strategy? I mean, I feel like yeah, definitely maybe my move is a little bit too like my idea of C10 as red was a bit too deep fried. I don't know. It just like I feel like getting some presence in the center is more useful.
You can't go around the outside, C7, and then another two on like G11, and I don't know if that lines up, but just like plant twos all over the place.
Yeah, I was thinking also to play like D7 even, but
So,
like
no,
attacking the white stack
the
on
one, yeah.
D3. Because then you get a okay, white has a nice shield. She can shield with a two, but then maybe you have a two stack on G10.
Well, at least you can still do D7 now, but with a two rather than a one.
Yeah, I guess it's sort of the opposite idea.
Yeah, it's like less urgent, but it's still a possibility.
Yeah.
Like it gives white a move to think about something. Like, actually, what if they preemptively play D6? And then that looks at a two on G9.
Yeah, yeah, good point. Yeah.
Or this one also. Similar.
I don't know because then okay, so we didn't get that, but so now I'm assuming red is going to play G9, no? Or maybe not. Hmm. Because I guess if red plays G9, then white can play a three stack on D6 with an attack.
Win attack, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds a bit good for white. And especially I feel like even if so I know I said before that white could use the strength of the top left to not worry about it too much, but if if that happens, then I think the red groups will be too split.
Hmm.
Like you don't want them to be, I don't know, too separated. It's gonna be a pain.
Yeah,
And
you
maybe
still
it's
want to make
playable.
more than 4 points or 5 points in this corner at the end, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I think to be fair, I think it's fine if you just use it later to get some twos. Like it's
Yeah.
fine. You can just go on the other side of the board and then use it later to be annoying. Because like this is there's no way this is gonna be 4 points. I think like this is way too annoying and way too easy to use as an invasion. You know, like springboard.
Right.
So I think it's fine, but I still don't think that red. Probably red should guard. Like maybe red should play e7. Like you don't. Maybe you don't want to play g9 directly, but you want to still control it, obviously. Otherwise, white is gonna play there.
So, what was the word, or what was the point you said they should play? D7 or
Something like e7 for red,
oh E7? Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe
Yeah, control
h10.
the G9.
Yeah. Also, e7 has the advantage that well, it can't get stolen. So like unlike like c5 or something, like the control of g9
Mm-hmm.
can't get stolen by white. And also like oh probably e7 is a good move as well because it puts another defender on g7. Yeah, he played that.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It makes sense after you've been told, or
Yeah.
if you can see it. But it's like, if I've thought about it, I don't know if I don't know if I'm prioritizing G9 enough, and then but then yeah, if you're
Yeah.
prioritizing it, then
I didn't think about that, but one advantage also is that if white plays d4 to cut the red link and attack g7, now you can play a two stack as a shield on e5. maybe d4, e5, but I don't know if Ben's gonna play d4 because d4 is kind of a separating move. Um, yeah, trying to separate the top left, the right top left from the center. But I
Yeah,
feel like you don't want to do it because you would be separating two strong groups, and
yeah. It
that
just seems like
yeah,
it's not going to be worth it.
yeah.
Yeah, so I suppose even in like in games like Go, it's like you don't want to separate
Hmm.
them because red doesn't actually necessarily want to connect them if they're strong.
Yeah.
But
Well, so he
it's
did it.
happening anyway.
So we'll see. Probably e5 is the only
Yeah,
move.
e5. It's the only shield, I guess, is it?
Yeah, it's the only
Like
shield. You can also
yeah,
parry,
you
but
could
it's
parry.
bad.
Yeah, like the parry gets cut and
Yep.
re-attacked, and
But now with the red two on e5, like the end result is it seems like white is kind of thin.
yeah, you're
Okay.
kind of trying to surround this red group in the center, but it's not clear
Yeah.
how.
I feel like I like red better for sure. But it doesn't mean that it's imbalanced. It's just like it's more
Hmm.
comfortable to play red, especially because as a red you can just capture d4 immediately by playing c4. Like if white doesn't do anything about it.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Maybe you can defend that by playing h9 or something. I don't know. It's maybe a bit. I'm not sure what you want to do as white because the thing is like the problem you're gonna have, and I think it's very well played by Burnt. Um,
Hmm.
maybe it's a good use of the top left group because the problem you're gonna have is if as white you try to hold on to the right and like close off the right, sacrifice some stuff on the left, then the problem is you have you can have the right, but there's always gonna be moves on the first and second line for red on the top right,
Hmm.
and it's gonna be annoying. Like it's gonna be really good endgame for red.
Maybe what you do is d6 then or something.
Yeah, I feel like
Like
maybe you
if
have
it
to commit to
if like if d4 is going to be gone, like if it's very hard to save.
yeah. So if you do actually maybe that's a good point. You get the three stack on d6, and then if let's say red plays c6, c4, sorry,
Yeah.
c4, then maybe you play f6, um, cutting and attacking g7.
Yeah. Something like that, just to have it in kind of ready to go.
Hmm.
I guess this kind of gives. Well, what's the threat? Is there a threat?
You mean the red threat or white?
No, h9. White played h9. I'm just trying to
Oh,
think like what is the
I'm behind.
well d5 or d6. There's a choice of three stacks, I guess.
The idea also is h9. Red red can't play c4 anymore. So d4 is
Oh,
temporarily safe.
ah. I honestly wouldn't have found that. I just would have given up on on defending c4.
Yeah, but then okay, so then I guess one thing that can happen is red plays f7, for example. And then what do you do?
Hmm.
Like, are you gonna play d5? It feels bad. It also doesn't work.
Also, the kind of exchange now of h9 for f7.
Yeah.
It's gonna make d6 a little bit more ineffective or something, right? Because
Mhm.
they just have this really strong looking triangle in the center.
Yeah, I think I looked at h9, but I felt like it's too temporary defense. Maybe now you play. Yeah, but also like now if you play d6 as white, then you don't have the threat of f6
Hmm.
because of that exchange. Ooh, I feel like burnt is It's found a good way of dealing with this opening. I mean,
It's a good way to
it's definitely
test openings, right? Just to
yeah.
put it in a very difficult stage of a tournament.
But no, what does this do? No, I feel like this is gonna run into, but maybe that's the point. So red can play c5. Maybe now the point is that as white you can play f9 with an attack. Hmm. Maybe it's a good point actually.
We need to catch up also. Yeah, I'm a few moves behind. Um, so okay, so you did play f7,
Yeah.
d5. Hmm.
Yeah, but d5 runs immediately into c5, but I think that's planned.
Yeah, so you think it's just a kind of a get a cut with tempo on f9, is what you said, or
Yeah, yeah,
something?
yeah. I think that's probably the point.
Still though, there's like a tree stack somewhere on. You like how you can't really prevent the tree stack, can you, on g9? So it's
I feel like you can have a good pivot, like g9.
or do
Oh, sure, sure,
you
but
just
you can immediately capture g10 maybe by playing h11 or something.
yeah, okay, so that's
Uh,
almost as good.
yeah, I feel like that might be good enough. Like even if you get the three stack, then actually if white captures, it's looking like white has a solid grasp on the bottom,
Hmm.
which is it's maybe a good idea because the in that variation maybe red would be a bit over concentrated in the top left.
Yeah, and then you still have pieces there that aren't dead. So you're
Yeah,
kind of sealing off a nice section of the board, and then you're also giving yourself options on the top still to kind
yeah,
of aim for more than half.
yeah.
Nice.
Maybe that's a good idea. By white if that's the idea. But also red doesn't have to play c4. But if red doesn't play c4, okay, that's I would think that is a bit greedy, but actually it's not. It's the same result as c4, almost,
d5.
and
Do you
it's
still
actually
keep a?
better.
I was trying to think if you keep a line. Well, are you blocking off f10?
f10.
Like, so if you play f9 with an attack, they capture. You can't capture with f10 or something, right?
Oh yeah, but you can still capture with h11, so maybe it's fine.
You
But
capture
then
on
I
h11, but now there's still a line into the bottom side. That's kind of what I
yeah
was
yeah
thinking.
yeah I think that's the point. Yeah. But also,
So you're
whenever you're able to
okay.
capture g10 as white, it's going to be an attack on g7, which is pretty important.
d10.
Like if you are just imagine there's a white two stack on g10, uh, which might happen in some
Yeah, yeah,
variations.
yeah. You're saying it attacks g7, as I said, or
Yeah, yeah, it attacks g7. So then maybe red has to defend against that probably, and then maybe white can come back and close the left side, but I'm not sure.
hmm. Right, yeah. So you might actually get time.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna get that variation. So now I guess you take. I mean, you can shield maybe, but it's better to just take. Like taking stabilizes the center so much.
Yeah, kind of resolves it a bit.
Yeah. And I guess now you probably have to play h11. Otherwise, you're gonna be in some deep trouble.
Hmm.
If you don't, ooh, okay, yeah, you can use that actually. He's squeezing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. That's a
So
good point.
you get this in first, is it? As
Yep,
in,
yep.
but what if he shields with f8 or something instead?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't think it changes anything.
Right, yeah, because it's not going to stop H11,
Yeah.
but it will. Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I guess I don't know.
it does gain some things, but I think there's a lot of value for white to block the red line on the fifth line.
Hmm. So F6 would be more defensive towards the left side, but then
Yeah.
maybe F8 gives you a line further,
Hmm.
like along the eight line or something.
I think f6 would be too over concentrated, but yeah, f8 is good. F8, or even you can play g8. And if you play g8, then actually g7 is
Hmm.
completely safe, which might be useful later.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I think he's
yeah.
right. Yeah, you play that, and then if h11, then you can just play f10. Like now, it's actually not Sente anymore for
Yeah, yeah. The
white to
capturing, like
capture.
you said.
Yeah. No, but I think even with this cost, like Ben probably made the right call to use it. I just didn't see f5
Hmm.
as a possibility, and I think it's a good move for the right,
Okay,
because if you want to win as white, it's good if you get like the bottom and the part of the right.
but F10 does look good though.
Yeah, I mean maybe there's better, like
What about E9?
e9.
I don't think that really does anything because they just capture and then I don't know.
Well, you
Unless you
could
can wedge in with G9. No, you
like
can't
you
because
could
the
play e9 and c9, but I think it's too concentrated on the left.
yeah,
But maybe you can just, you know what, like maybe there's a world where maybe as red you play f10, white captures, and then you just go on the right.
yeah,
Because I think you kind of have to, like maybe you can go on k13 or something, or maybe in the bottom, I don't know, or like k13 or k7, not sure. I think it really helps that g7 is very safe now. The red lines coming from e7 into the bottom and coming from g7 into the right are very important. And if white can play h7 at some point or something like that,
yeah.
h7 or h10, um, I feel like it could evolve into like a white advantage. Like I'm definitely not sure if I would take red here. Like it's
Hmm.
okay, but it's a bit feels like you're getting a bit like controlled, even if you have so much more strength. But that's the thing. That's like in Go, like you have too much strength. I don't think that red is going to be able to use its strength, and I think so. Like as I said before, um,
Hmm.
it would have been bad for white to try to split the two strong groups, because then you make it so that the groups can use their strength. But like what white has done here, I think is good, because like the groups are not threatened, and the groups are not like in a good position to use the fact that they're really strong. Like it's definitely not efficient, uh, the red shape. But the problem is
So
it's super sharp. Like I
how
mean, white might die or horribly, but yeah, I don't know.
how big is well yeah, this is what I was thinking just before he played, but like how big was just giving up G10 and just playing on the right immediately or something?
I don't know. I mean, probably
Here I suppose,
now, yeah,
like did you need to do this exchange first or could you have actually played something from the one stack that just got captured? Something along the 10th line or
yeah. I think maybe it would have been a bit better, but I'm not sure.
I don't like, I don't know. That's what I was just curious.
Like now you do get f10 as red, and it probably nets you a lot of points on the left. I think Burnt is not really. Usually, he doesn't really go on an adventure in an invasion or something. So I think he's just gonna try to grow his group.
Right,
Yeah.
and
So,
then just jump in a bit later. Wait for like a later moment or something.
but see, I think this might be a little bit. Yeah, because this looks slow, but actually G9 closes the bottom. Like it
Yeah,
cuts
that's
the
that's
line
one
coming
one of the
from
things you were
E7.
saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
So
then if you
maybe
also get H7, you're really sealing off the right.
yeah. Now I don't know if because like okay there is still a threat for white. White can play oops. White can play on G12 and gain back a lot of the points on the left.
Yeah.
But if red defends against that by playing, for example, maybe E10, I don't know.
Also,
Or
E9 could be a thing. Oh no, that's controlled.
I
E9's
guess
controlled, and
G12 could be a thing. Maybe
there's
G12 is a thing.
no other attack.
Yeah, in I mean probably you want to defend G11, but just like my point is that if you do that, then probably white can play H7.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it feels starting to feel better for white if that happens. This is a situation where like red has to play fast, like light, but it's kind of hard to because probably as
There's a
red
cost.
you don't want to
Every
yeah
option has a cost.
yeah
Like kind of clearly in a sense. Like you might lose a line to the right hand side, or you might lose pieces again on the bottom side.
I think the what matters is Burns' judgment of the importance of the line on the seventh line um against the points on the bottom left. Like
Yeah.
what's more important? Yeah.
Like maybe he has ideas to salvage some points there or something, or just use the pieces before they get captured.
Yeah. Honestly, I
Because
feel I feel
like
like I would play
can the D9 piece ever be captured? Do you think? Like if you get E9 and
D9. Oh yeah, yeah. I think if the okay, so let's say if the two the two red twos, if they
yeah,
survive, then D9 is gonna get captured.
right. But as it's getting traded, say, so like something like G12, then
Yeah.
E9 maybe, and then oh, that's interesting.
Okay, that's a good one because it defends against H12 as well. Yeah, it's a good endgame move, and also it's really good because you get a line on the 12th line on the right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So now there are two
yeah.
lines, so that's pretty good. I feel because like probably as white, maybe you want to play. I mean, I would be tempted to play J12, but I don't know.
Hmm.
Now there's some okay. This is like pseudoscience, but but I have like this sort of heuristics for allowing invasions where
Okay,
if I allow invasion in the middle of my territory, I'm more confident than if I allow invasion on the side. And the
right.
reason is okay, so even though allowing an invasion in the middle means that the opponent can use both sides, it also usually means that it's easier to attack.
Yeah, if you get
Because
under it somehow, or
yeah, you can like enclose it easier. So I think
yeah,
yeah, so I think that would be okay. So then played the J12. And I think it's better to play this move than to play H7, but maybe it's just kind of a matter of preference. But I think I agree with Ben here. Like it's because like if red invades on the right, then it feels like it's gonna be isolated. It's gonna be more isolated than if you have a red invasion on I don't know like N12 or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's more ways that maybe you can get support or something.
Yeah.
from the bottom left corner, or
Also,
even just help to build it.
there's actually a ton of agi in d9, probably because
Mm,
white can play d10 at some point and try to do some nasty stuff. I mean, you can even invade on c. You have c6. I don't know. I feel like Bert needs to be a bit careful of his e12 stack. The good thing with j12 is that it also it renews the threat of g12 for white.
yeah, yeah. This is actually a good local response, I guess.
Yeah. Also, it feels important to sort of match red in terms of like how low the stacks are compared to the bottom side.
Hmm,
Like you don't want to get like curled around, because maybe if red gets a big enough reduction, then red doesn't need to invade. Like if
makes sense.
red sort of like makes a crab shape on the
Or
sides, then maybe it's enough, even if white has more in the center.
even just like just trims all the way down the diagonal on the left, like the
Yeah,
one that's just above the center diagonal, like just
yeah,
like the center diagonal that they started from, the A1 B2, instead like A2 B3. Imagine like red could just trim all the way down there somehow.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Because it's
you
not like it's also not like the top
bang.
left corner is strong for white. So if you even get pushed back enough along this diagonal, then like on the lower half as white,
Yeah,
then red comes back and just captures the D3 and the T4, and maybe they're ahead.
yep. Oh, I feel like that's a good move. I was about to suggest something like that.
I didn't give you a chance.
No, no, it's okay. It's okay. But I feel like this is one of the best parries because the top side is kind of lacking volume. Like it's too straight for
Yeah,
white. So this helps a ton. This helps a ton because it means that you can get nice moves on e3, d2. You can get d2.
yeah,
It
D2.
looks very good. And also like you can fall back if you get sort of you know numb that and yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just wondering, as red, then do you switch focus to the top side now, or somehow
Yeah.
just kind of continue to
Probably
match white's kind of ideas?
like it really depends if Burns thinks that he can get away with not invading.
Yeah,
Like I think he might be able to.
yeah,
Honestly, even a move like capturing on d3 on d4 would not be
yeah.
terrible.
I was just thinking about D4. That has some kind of points to it, and extra lines, and what about it?
Yeah.
Is there a temporary shield on like C3 before that happens?
Well, yeah. If it's white's
White,
turn,
if
yeah.
white, if white, but like so if Burned ignores it for the moment, like is there
Probably.
value to playing C3? Get an extra line down to the bottom left. I don't know if there's a maybe you answer it with uh maybe C5 then or something, just to block that line, and then maybe you didn't get anything
But
except maybe time.
I think maybe red is just gonna capture now.
Right.
But if you yeah no actually I think as white it's more important to play d2.
D2,
Okay,
yeah.
so we didn't get that, but I think this is also a good move. Like it's looking at the all the way up to I2, like this line here.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a big time difference. It's insane. Ben still has like 25 minutes.
Ben's like aiming again to gain time, is he? By the end of it.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like it's good. You have to close the. Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
the best move. You have to close the line. But now, okay. What is going to happen?
I
I
mean,
think
so far
Bert.
it's going
Yeah,
it's going well for like this reduction on the left side
yeah.
for red.
I think this might be pretty close. I'm starting to like I'm starting to like red a bit better, but I don't know. I'm sort of flip flopping on that. Um,
It feels like though there is like a time element or something for red, right? Like you don't want to pass right now.
yeah, yeah, no, definitely. I think now
You
you
could
want to
fall behind.
maybe as red. I would just like it looks greedy, but I would just capture d4
Yeah.
because like in terms of shape, it is actually so annoying for white.
Yeah.
Because if you let white play d2, like let's say you play something else, maybe you play a defensive move like I don't know, d6, something, and then you allow white to play d2. But then if you capture d4, then there is actually a defense. I feel like it makes it so that white is able to hold the top,
Does
the
it
shape on top.
is it like a tree on f4 or something,
A three on f.
or are you thinking something else?
No, I'm thinking like d2 because like
Eh,
if you get
No, I mean after d2 and d4.
oh d2 d4, I'm thinking that you can just parry. You can parry on f3 or f3 or
Oh,
e3.
oh yeah, you're actually saving d3 even.
Yeah, and you sort of like preserve the shape. It's
Ah, okay, I see what you mean now. Well,
but I
there's
feel like
your
this angle
d10.
is oh nice, interesting. Okay, that's very bold. Honestly,
Well, I
as
guess
white,
red's emphasizing the bottom side, so it seems like an interesting timing for it.
yeah,
Like red is really investing in it, so if you get something here, it's kind of good.
I think I would have played k9, but that would have maybe been a bit passive.
Hmm.
And this is like this feels super sente. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah,
So now what do you do? Like, okay, you play here.
play
Okay,
this.
that's good. Yeah,
Just attack the line of twos.
yeah. And
I feel
probably
like that's
shield.
just like too tempting for Ben. He just sees like a straight line of twos, and he's like, well,
Oh, he's using it to play k14 maybe. That would be fun. Oh no, he's not. Or maybe he wants to get this one in as well.
k14. Yeah, that's cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, this frustrates me so much playing Ben.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you make a straight
Classic.
line of twos, and he loves
Yeah,
he loves
you
just
know,
absolutely just squeezing
yeah,
these moves out of you.
exploding the shape. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. It's really clever, and it's fun to watch when it's not me. But
Yeah. I mean, I think that maybe red doesn't have to answer
right,
because you have like more severe moves. I mean, certainly as red you can throw in like k5. No,
Jones
and
k5.
k5 looks pretty mean. Just to throw it like out there. It attacks f5.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, or something
That'd be
like
good
that.
timing.
K7. Yeah. I feel like the second attack by Ben was too small. I should have played k14. I think.
Right. There is a tough decision there where some people will answer it, but the people that aren't afraid, they'll come back and answer it later, as long
Yeah.
as they think their threat is more pressing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you cut this? Is there a point of cutting at h7?
I think you have to cut. I mean,
Because then you might lose h8 or something if you don't.
yeah. Um. Well, I mean, it shit is okay, but it's just if you get split in two, it's really bad.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, I think you have to play h7.
I mean, you could try i7, could you? But then it might just get
I think I7 is good as well. Yeah, I was also looking at H5, but like some kind of fancy way of protecting F5. But
Mm. But yeah, so once you've started this now, you do have things like K5 and like red can play the same game,
Red has to play something that's bigger than
the
defend
bottom
in
left.
G11. Okay, so no, he comes back. I think that's reasonable. That's definitely really reasonable. I think that White has to play D2 or something
Okay.
like that. It's just you're gonna be in too much trouble otherwise. Like you have to help the top.
Hmm. Yeah, that two is pretty solid as well on K7.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking pretty good. And is it helping to control K14?
K14. Oh, you want to play K14 or?
Well, if white could come back and play K14 and then you could attack it with L15 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then like like I'm trying to think like what additional benefit it's providing on the bottom left, the K7.
Hmm.
Well, I mean there's a potential for a tree on K13, so
Yeah. Oh, no, I mean the two is also gonna be useful. Like even if
on the
it gets
top
cut,
left.
you get F2, and like
Mm.
let's say white cuts somewhere. Okay, here, then you can still play F2 with an attack, and that's like a really good curling around thing. I think maybe D2 was better, but also yeah, there were some problems in the bottom. Honestly, like I mean, maybe it's just that I have a higher win percentage against Ben, even if it's not great. But like playing against Burnt is really frustrating because he's very, very solid and
Yeah.
he knows how to he does something solid and then he uses it in a very clever way to sort of expose your weaknesses.
His sense of timing seems to be very good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like it's like
his sense of like worth of moves. Yeah.
yeah, so that's always scary. Even in Go, it's just like someone who's strong at end game is going to be kind of scary.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you could even play. So depends. Like I think as red, you should be a bit careful not to just play moves in a stupid way. Like I mean,
Take every sort of threat.
yeah, like H4 or something. Maybe H4 is good, but it's just I feel like for red, the most important thing is to sort of sever the tip of like the white shape on top. Like if you can completely curl around and
D4.
get to the corner, yeah, maybe if honestly I want to play D2.
Yeah.
It's maybe a bit small, but it does attack K9. Just
Yeah,
because like
could be a good time for it.
the white shape is really not doesn't have any volume.
Hmm.
Doesn't have much volume, so it's gonna be annoying to defend. I don't know. I feel like red just needs a little bit more in the bottom and a little bit more on top to like connect to the top right or something.
I'm trying to think. So, like, is there an easy, quick count that you can do here of points? Like, I'm trying to think. So,
I think I'm splitting in
D
the middle from D1, like D1 to um K15 or something.
D1 to
Like
K15.
vertically.
Yeah, just like that kind of straight line down somewhere
Yeah,
there.
you draw a straight line in the middle, then there's like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 or something, 10, 15 points for white on the left of that line. And so red needs to find like some point to equalize that.
Yeah. Yeah, the way I was going to try and quickly count it was to, look along the A5 diagonal down to
Mhm.
K15 and go like 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11.
Yeah.
Like 9 and 8, whatever, 17, 8, 9, 10, 27, 11, 30, 38.
I think you played
Um,
J5 here. What? No, that can't be right. You're sacrificing F5. Really?
hmm. Well, so what I was trying to think of was what's the
Maybe
magic
actually.
number to win?
Ooh, maybe. Is that enough?
What's the magic number to win on
I
this
have no
board?
idea. Oh, on this board, it's 85.
Because I was kind of
85.
counting like around 60 something for red at the moment. If I gave them the
Hmm.
whole left side and a bit kind of curling around, including like D3,
Yeah, I think that makes
D4
sense.
sort of. So I was thinking it still could be, but that obviously there's another white move on the bottom needed
Wait,
something
but
to resolve the top.
this is mad. Like, you see what happened? Like, red could have captured F5,
Yeah, he
but
gave it
did
up, yeah.
but didn't. But I think he was right because if red captures F5, then white can play something like G5 and instantly attack F5, and then you have to capture, and it's kind of annoying. But still, I would have taken it. I would have taken it. I think. I mean, maybe it's probably calculated, but I don't.
It's gone now, right?
Yeah, it's gone. Like I don't. I think red should have taken for sure.
Let's see. 1, 2. So what did I say? 17, 27,
And this is
38.
so many points on top. Like, there's no way this is enough for. Yeah, I think Burn should have taken. He's trying to get more points with the invasion, but wait, what am I doing?
566.
But maybe
Yeah,
he can get he can get even more. I don't know. Maybe it's calculated. Like, it's probably calculated, but
yeah. So I'm kind of giving red a minimum of like 66 or something on the left. So you just need to make
right?
what did you say? 85 was it?
Yeah, something
So
like
yeah,
20 points.
19, 20 points. So if he does that even in pieces by creeping a bit on the top, like creep in around D2 somewhere.
Yeah,
Um,
also he's gonna get like. I, I would be very surprised if Red doesn't get 10 points on the right.
yeah, so if you got 10 here and then another 10 either on the bottom side or on the top side, some
But
combination.
the only thing that can go wrong is for Red is if White is able to get a stack on like N7 or something to like uproot the invasion or something, like get under it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that would just probably minimize it, probably, will it? I imagine it could.
Um, well, it could kill the right side of it. Um,
Hmm, up to the corner, say.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So I think as Red, you want to play N8. Sounds like good shape. Like, it looks a little bit risky, but I think it's fine. Oops. I think it's fine. Maybe that's a bit greedy. No, I was completely greedy. Well, also I'm playing the wrong move, but maybe it's greedy. Yeah,
1, 2.
I think it's playable. I'm not sure.
Is D7 an attack for Y? Well, first off, is it playable and does it attack that one stack on E7?
E7. E7. Well, okay,
Does it attack E7?
that's a move. Um, no, because it's buried.
One,
But
two.
I think maybe C6 is playable. I don't know. C6 is kind of interesting.
I was just curious what's left there. Because there's
Yeah.
pieces. There's
No,
something.
there's potential to get some points actually. I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's parried. Yeah, sorry.
No, don't
Somehow
worry.
somehow I completely ignored the tree on e10.
But this is still an important like area. Like if white
Yeah.
gets c6, then there's potential to get some points for sure.
Hmm.
You get c6, then a6 maybe, or c10.
So then
Sounds
to
like
jump back, do you play n7? Like, is this how do you uproot the group?
um can you play
When do you play
n7?
it?
I don't think you can play n7 because then now you have n8. Okay, but then you can play l7, but I don't think it's enough. Like it's not. I mean, you get some points, maybe. Actually, that's. I don't know. Maybe it's playable, but
What about oh no, that's covered.
no,
Um,
there's nothing
yeah, it's annoying. Like the
really.
k5 is actually helping a lot.
I think like maybe I underestimated the right invasion.
Yeah,
Because this is going to be a lot of points. Like I don't know if white can come back.
if it's somewhere in the vicinity of 15 or so, I think it's enough.
Yeah, it's gonna be for sure 10.
Well, I guess you probably don't get the time to save O10. That's my guess.
Oh yeah, but that's fine. That's fine.
So it's probably not going to be exactly to the corner. Maybe it curves a bit, bends a bit.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be 12.
One, two,
Um,
three, four. Yeah, yeah. I can see 12. If I could see
yeah.
12 from the 8 line up to somewhere
Like
like.
from K4, K5, K6, and then you make this sort of convex shape up to M8, N8, O8. I think it holds.
Hmm.
I think this is good because you don't want to, yeah, you don't want to lose
The bottom, I suppose, as
yeah,
well.
the bottom, yeah, yeah.
You kind of have lines now controlling everything on the whole lower side, do you?
Yeah.
Like the whole first line there.
Well, I mean, there's always
Ev-
like L,
but everything's covered
L
twice, isn't it?
there's L15 still, but
Oh, still. Ah.
it's okay.
Hmm. Okay, but you're mostly you kind of have a bit of points secured maybe.
I really think that, I mean, for sure, like they both played well. I really think that maybe White's mistake was not defending the top enough,
Like finding the time for D2 or something.
and also playing G13. I don't think G13 was a good move.
The timing of it.
It's just too small. Like I think it just there were many big moves for red that red could throw in.
Yeah.
And look, like if red doesn't get I think it was K6 or something. I don't remember. Maybe K7. He got K7.
I need to refresh again because the clock stopped.
Okay, so we got this move. Hmm. Yeah, I mean it holds J5, yeah.
Yeah, holds J5.
I actually think what's the count? Wait, actually the count is not as red favorite as I thought. Okay, but there's a bunch of prisoners and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I think when things start getting captured, it should jump up a bit for red.
Yeah, yeah.
So the count I was giving was basically I was going from I15 or K15 all the way up to the top left diagonal. I was counting like anything in that area,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah,
dead, including the two at F9, and basically everything from G7 up as well. Like I'm
yeah.
counting D4 is dead. I don't really know about D3 because, like you said, D2 maybe.
Maybe D3 can be saved, but it depends.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah. So I
I,
was counting up to somewhere around there as about 66 ish.
I think D2 is an important move now, actually, because these points on the first and second line on the right, like
Oh,
E1, E2, etc. It's gonna be important.
D2 also attacks F2 in a different way.
Yeah. I mean, you have a shield. Oh no, but you can't play D2. That's sad. Wait, that's a really
Really?
good move by Burnt. Because you have E2 shield and it's a counter attack.
Oh, and counterattacks.
Mm.
Hmm. Well, then I really want to play I4 then or something. But maybe he will actually find time to
But then you can play
attack with
I3 or
E2
something.
or I3, yeah.
Mm.
But then I am starting to flatten it though, like captures, and
Yeah.
there's still like some ones. And if I'm forcing him to play I2, he's playing on the first line. You know,
Yeah.
like it's
Oh, I guess.
that's like a marginal win to let him live on the first line somehow.
Yeah. Oh wait, but actually, you can't play I3. That's just bad. Because
I3
it gets immediately captured.
by who?
By red. I3, I2,
Oh,
and then
I4. I mean, like,
yeah, but I4 is better. Yeah, I was looking at I3 recently.
oh, you're looking at I3, just like a more
Mm.
forceful cut or something.
I guess you could even play H3. Wait, actually, maybe that works. I think white can play D2, then red shields on E2, which attacks F3,
And you parry with H3.
and then you pair, then you shield with H3, yeah,
Oh, shield. Yeah, sorry.
which attacks J5. So maybe,
Oh, you kind of combine the two some way.
yeah,
The two ideas.
I think there was a better move. I think
Yeah.
H3 was for sure. Oops, H3 was for sure better than I4 because you're doing the same thing, but you're
Yeah,
pre-shielding
you're
F3. Yeah,
defending F3. Yeah.
yeah, like yeah, preventively. And by playing H3, you make D2 stronger.
The only thing is, you do. Maybe you can save D4.
I think no,
You don't think so?
no, impossible.
You think it's just.
I mean, no, it's just not possible. I think it would maybe be possible if it was possible to attack E5 effectively,
Yeah, E5. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I was wondering
efficiently,
if there was a.
but it can be reinforced. So
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think
You don't think there's a world where D4 gets saved?
like I mean I4 is not bad as well because it makes use of D4 before it dies, and it
Ooh,
it gains control of the. Okay, so we do get
N7.
N7. No, no, wait, what was the previous move? Um, oh, it just
It was a
reinforced. Yeah.
reinforce. Yeah.
Okay, N7. Oh, N7 is an attack on J3. That's good.
Ooh,
Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean it's not game changing, but like it's
tempo.
pretty strong.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to play a shield that helps you defend. You have to play like L5 or something.
He went for M6, which
Wow.
I guess is defending K6
Yeah, but I
in
feel
a
like you
way.
had. I feel like you had to play
Because
L5.
what, you have L7 now, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's good enough. Hi,
Because L7
Alex, by
also
the way.
defends L15, I think.
Woo. Hey guys,
You
How's it
enjoying this
going?
game?
I just got here.
Okay. It's spicy. That's a good word for it.
See the pie.
Yeah.
Would you? Let's see. How do we estimate? I guess there's plenty of play left in the position.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I would say it's probably red, but I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I think with the count, I think it's probably red.
Well, it looks like White's way ahead by the score. So
Oh yeah, but there's a lot of prisoners.
gotcha.
I think like if the prisoners on the bottom left die, then it should be closer. But like, I
What?
think it's close, but it's probably red advantage. Yeah.
Oh man, it's hard for me to like jump into a tumbleweed like halfway through a game.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, yeah. You kind of want to feel the flow of it. See the
Yeah.
bubble?
Oh,
I'm-
you
Yeah,
played your
C.
move.
Yeah, yeah, C3. This is what I was hoping, that there's something to revive around here.
It makes D2 better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. D2 comes with a threat now. That's good.
now D2 is really scary.
So yeah, because if C5 to just block off the left side from having any additional activity,
Yeah,
Then you
maybe
just
you
play
then yeah,
D2.
then D2.
maybe you
Yeah.
have to play, but maybe you have to play C5 as red. Like you don't want to let like
This one.
So now white can play a 3-stack on a bunch of things like C9,
E6.
yeah.
Yeah. So this gives a bit more options in the bottom left.
I feel like it's a position where Ben should take some time.
Because you could also just play D2 right now.
Yep.
Ooh, there's the other
Oh.
move that I suggested, D7.
Okay, I mean, I see the point. Like
I just made up a point. I don't think I saw the real point. I
like
think I just guessed.
there's a threat of C7, and also like it's looking at things like B7, A7, and maybe you can get like a living group on the left.
That'd be cool.
But I don't think I would have played that one.
I would have played it too early without enough prep.
Wait, the 3. I think this 3 can be maybe ignored.
Can you parry with D2?
You don't have to parry for now. Like it's fine. It's already parried.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
But you're right. Like you have to defend D3. Like it's gonna be attacked anyway. So maybe you play D2 now. Yeah.
D2, because that'll take
But
F2.
then, but then I'm not sure because what was the point of playing? I mean, you got D7 that you could maybe use later, but now red is gonna play C3, and
Yeah, C3 is gonna happen.
but is it gonna happen though? Like, do you want to play E2 instead, maybe?
Ooh.
Wow. I just noticed that red had played a 5-stack.
Yeah.
Oh, but E2, do you? Oh no, you don't.
Yeah, it was a weird shield.
Yeah.
Wait, he doesn't play E2. I'm not sure actually. It's hard to judge. Like the value of deleting the C3 of the board is very big.
Yeah.
But I feel like so that probably means that Burnt thinks he has enough with the invasion on the right and his big group. Because that means like I don't need the top to me.
Well, the other thing that I haven't really thought about is if white doesn't save D3 and takes F2 or something, probably some of these 2 stacks start getting
No.
attacked.
Probably white is gonna take F2. I mean maybe what?
Only after he takes D3, I guess.
Okay, that's mad. Like C6 is mad.
I guess he wants, that left corner.
Yeah.
Or something in it.
But I feel like maybe it's a mistake to give E2 to red. Like, what do you play on E2? Like you shield, but then you can capture on D3 with tempo and a double attack.
Can you put
on
a tree
F3
on
and F5?
E4 in response or something?
E4.
No, I'm just thinking like because if I don't want to reinforce D3, but I don't want to give up everything. When like if
Maybe
D3 falls.
maybe he's just trying to maximize ghost points to psychologically
Yeah.
get him to resign.
Yeah, I guess.
Right, yeah. So this score counter on IGGC,
Mm.
it's up to 90 now.
Okay, that was actually a big threat that Burnt ignored, I think. The threat of C7.
Because that looks at E9, is it? And
Yeah.
what else is it?
E9 after that.
D7's a 4.
F10.
F10, G11.
F10, yeah. Like if F10 falls, then it's really bad.
But I guess Baron can play E9 right now.
Yeah, he does. but now you can play a6. I don't know. But maybe it's just not enough. Like
For who?
For white, like I don't think it's super
This is
easy
a lot of
to
points
make a
that
living
looks
group
like
on
it's...
the left.
Oh, you don't think it's gonna live?
No, because
I think it will.
You have a line coming from b4, a line coming from g8, and a line coming from e12. I feel like maybe red can just plop in a 3-stack or a
Yeah,
bunch
but
of 2-stacks.
A6 though.
A6
is
will
real
kill
nice.
A5, and then after that, something should live, right?
A6. A6, can you
Like
play
it's...
b8 or something? And maybe something should live, but like I don't know if it's gonna
I'm
be
kind
super
of
big.
I'm kind of imagining with this D7, like if you plop a 4 there, surely you get like a wedge of something that lives.
Up to
Worst
95 now.
case.
D7. No, but I think it's oh, okay.
I don't know if this was the correct time to capture.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
it's an attack, but
Is yeah.
Oh, what does this move do? I don't think this move does much.
it,
Oh, I see.
it's an attack on
It's
the
Sente, but
yeah.
but still.
Like
So
maybe
Okay,
it was
well,
not the
yeah.
best.
block with H3 or something, or
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's just like a exchange, I guess.
Yeah.
Just have it on the board.
I still feel like red is winning somehow, but I don't know why.
Well, so the thing is, like I thought, like I said, if red had 60 something points on the left,
Mm-hmm.
66, 67, there still has to be 20 somewhere.
I
But
hope I
like I was
didn't
already
fuck up the. It's
I was
okay.
already given F9 to red anyway,
No.
so I guess
At some
this...
point, can J14 be played to basically capture or like threaten K15? And then if white gets that part, it seems like it's really all the bottom seems really easy to hold for white.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Maybe it's
yeah. Half the bottom is white. Like I don't think it's yeah, but white has to defend here. Yeah.
Like, can red play K13? Is that a possible move
A13.
to
I mean,
kind of try to get in a bit?
it doesn't
it'll make it
attack.
annoying, that's for sure.
No. I think you can play K14 as white as a response, and it captures actually.
Huh.
See, now after this, doesn't this look worse for white's bottom side? I mean, what is white gonna? Where's the
Well,
boundary?
what's the follow up though for red? Is it K13?
Mm,
Maybe now,
yeah, K13 looks better now.
because now this J12 is needs to reinforce.
Yeah. I think this is good. Yeah, it's a good move. Honestly, you could have maybe played L14, but maybe it's the same thing.
Yeah, but this kind of sets up the boundary now, basically, doesn't it?
Mm,
Kind
yeah.
of.
It's
That's
kind of
not.
it's somewhere here. There's a little bit of a disputed area, but
Yeah.
Will he do
What
I12?
what do you do? I12. It feels super bad.
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
Maybe there's like a more aggressive move on another part of the board, like
There's got to be
just getting.
something. Yeah,
A6.
A6. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
I think red should probably respond here. No, maybe B8.
Um, I think maybe you have to. Yeah. I think B8 is a good move.
You're just gonna try and kill
Wait,
everything.
B8. You have C10. Oh, no B8.
Oh,
That's also good, but maybe then you also have C10. Yeah,
I
I
would
feel like
probably just do something like C8 at this point.
we might get a situation. This has already happened in a bunch of my games where um you invade the invasion and it makes the first invasion super annoying to live. Like it makes it super annoying to live for the first invasion. Like
Yeah.
if Burnt is able to live in the middle, then the shape is gonna be so annoying to live for white.
Right.
Right.
Can be a bit
Invade the invasion. That sounds like something we
Yeah,
can expand on.
yeah. It happened. A game I played that long ago against Pepfis, where he invaded me, and then I plopped a 3 in the corner, which was alive, and it
Mm-hmm.
made it super annoying for him to live.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yeah, shape thing. I think it's pretty useful. Yeah, I really
With
like
shape and
A8.
Tumbleweed,
Yeah,
it seems it's like harder to talk about shape generally speaking in Tumbleweed just because of the numbers.
yeah. Oh yeah, but the numbers play a lot. Yeah, like the numbers influence the shape. Yeah,
The numbers are like part of the shape, so it's
uh,
like we're dealing with 3D shapes, and it's just weird.
yeah.
Like
It's
there's
kind
so
of
many of them.
there's like more shapes than in Go. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So that's why I think it's like when Miha said like, oh, there's like no more fundamental knowledge left. I just doubt it because
yeah,
all this shape stuff, we just barely cracked the surface.
Well, I
yeah.
suppose like living in Tumbleweed, invasions and things is not like what would you say? Like deeply explored because a lot of the game is like you don't want to do these invasions too early, right? They're just kind of if you don't need to do them, you don't do them, and then if you do, uh,
Invasion
when
timing
is it
is
good?
mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you live on what scales and things?
Okay.
I
You
feel
know,
like it's not
I
a
feel like that was a good move that was ignored before.
the
I think
D3 reinforcement.
white might lose. No, the D3 captured. It was a capture.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah, but I mean, you
probably
mean white should have
reinforcement
reinforced?
is better than playing D6.
Maybe yeah.
Unless he's going for this G7 H8 by G8,
Wait, that would be a
like
nice
triple
sandwich.
capture.
Yeah. Wait, that would be a 6 sandwich, but I think yeah, burnt is just gonna reinforce maybe.
Six,
But actually,
six sandwich.
it's not gonna hold.
No, he can't reinforce. Yeah. Oh,
So
but he
what
could
do?
reinforce on G8, but that's not very great. I guess.
Nah.
Oh wait, can you take E7?
Wait, actually, you can play E6. Does that work?
Oh,
It's a
E7 looks good actually. E6.
A6. Yeah. No.
E6 was played.
Oh, A6 was played.
Yeah, but now I'm wondering, can you take
I'm
E7 as
behind.
well?
First, I would capture
E6.
G7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, capture G7. Okay. I could lose the D6 piece though.
No, I think G7. I agree. Yeah.
Because even if you capture E7, you'll probably lose it again later.
It feels like it's not super punchy. Also, somehow like both players are ignoring N8, um, which might be big.
Hmm.
I think N8 is big actually. Like imagine white plays N8.
I don't know. I would just capture O10 and then capture M8 later.
No, but like but L7 is gonna be captured otherwise. Maybe that's not too bad. But it's just like red can play N8 and it's like super stable. Or I
Mhm.
don't know. Maybe it's
But
not
Hmm.
then
as
even
big
if
as I think.
even if N8 is played by white, red can still play M7, right? Oh, but then you can capture it. Okay.
M7 capture, yeah.
I
I don't
see.
know. Maybe it's not too big.
Okay, I've fallen way behind on this.
But yeah,
So
well, I'm also. I think I fucked up my.
I think I
No,
have to
it's okay actually.
refresh.
It's okay. It's okay.
Because C10 came in and then B9.
Yeah, I like C10.
Yeah.
C10,
B9.
B9,
Yeah, B9 is good.
and then C9.
Yeah, see, like we're definitely gonna get something where
We're getting a
Red
invade
can
the
live
invasion, are
now.
we?
yeah, like
B8 will is a force stack and just lives outright.
B8 lives. Yeah, lives with 4 points inside the.
And
Oh
then
no,
you
3 points. 3 points.
and then this is what you're saying where it's like the sandwich has the or not a
Yeah.
sandwich, it's like well you
Well,
do have this kind of red, white, red and the white
I
has the
feel like
hole on the outside.
maybe white is gonna be like solid enough, but it's gonna be a bit more annoying than it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Invade
So
the
we
invasion.
didn't get that. Oh, that's sick. That's a triple attack.
D7.
No way. Oh
It is.
Jesus Christ! Then
It's
just
a.
we need to put a 4 stack on C8 and just
Okay.
ignore all those 2
Oh,
stacks.
that's a good shield. Actually, it's a counter attack. So now probably. Oh, but now you can't play a 3 stack. Now the invasion of the invasion can't live.
Really?
That's pretty sad. Yeah,
Wait,
because
what happens to BA?
B8 is a 3 stack now, so
Yeah.
it can't. It's not enough to live, I think, because then you can play A7.
True. But mm, but after C6, let's see.
C6. Oh,
Maybe it
yeah,
depends on
C6
how.
is an attack.
Yeah, how quickly does C7 fall, basically?
Then you play C8, and okay, I think it's just enough to capture, but you get like
Oh yeah,
eaten from the outside. Yeah.
B8 was played, so I guess
Oh
you
wait, B8.
still want to respond, right?
You can play. So you can actually play C8, threatening
Mhm.
G8, but I don't know if it's good enough. Maybe you just
What?
play A7. I
Wait,
would
if
just
you.
play A7.
Yeah, A7, yeah. So C8, A7.
Yeah.
Captures. Well, actually, so so if you play A7 as Y
Yeah.
and then C6 and then C8, you have enough time to capture, right?
C6, C8. Yeah, you just have enough time.
You get
Like
squeezed from the outside, but
you
you
lose a
should be
bunch
able
of
to.
stuff, but you have enough
Yeah.
time.
Okay, actually, Steinkaus only has 1 minute left.
Yeah, I
So
know.
testing Cordy has 20 minutes to just think about this position, whether he needs to respond here or.
Yeah, but he's not gonna take it.
But also,
I don't think he's gonna
Bernd
take
is going to think on Ben's time. Like,
it. True.
almost certainly. So the longer you wait as Ben, it's also thinking time for Bernd. Like, Bernd's
But
been
it's
on a minute for like the last 15 minutes or something.
Mhm.
Wait, actually, so the with this invasion, actually, I think white is ahead. Not sure, but
I think it might depend on how big White lives, because like this could get really
it's gonna
squashed.
it's gonna be at least. Wait, what did I do? What did I do? I fucked up
Because
the.
red did make like well, maybe red didn't make some big gains in the center.
No,
Can
in
you
the
just
center, not that
reinforce
much. Yeah.
D9? What if you just reinforce D9? Will that save like the invasion
Reinforce
in
D9.
perpetuity, and then you can stop
Well,
responding?
the problem is if you reinforce D9, then red is gonna play A7, and red is gonna
So
live with 4 points inside the invasion.
it's okay.
I mean, you lose
But
4 points,
does the outside hold though?
and like if you
Because
play A7,
you
maybe the outside holds. I don't know.
you still have to hold
Like
C7, right?
the outside is also okay if you play A7. I mean, it's sort of okay. You lose a couple points, but I don't know if you lose 4.
So let's
So
say
you want white to play A7 right now?
Yeah, because then it captures
Okay,
the three stacks.
that would be good actually. But
so
then
I
let's
was
say
thinking if
A7 and then red captures D9. Then what?
A7 D9, then you play C8.
yeah, CA, yeah.
But I think the
D8, but
best
then
answer
after
for
that, can't red capture D10 later?
Which
red
one's D10?
capture D10. Oh yeah, sure.
With
Yeah.
D11, for instance. Oh, but then you
D
reinforce, and if you play E11, then white plays D11. Okay,
Yeah,
so
then
it's
I
fine.
think you just have enough time to capture the inside, so that you're
That
not.
D11 attack is funny.
Yeah.
But then yeah, you like white has the option to reinforce to a 4 stack. It's fine.
Oh, that's a good one. Wait, actually,
Hmm?
I need to. Oh, what? White just played. White just played D11.
Kind of a tempo.
But was it really? Was it really completely sent? I mean, maybe it was.
Not
No,
sure. But
maybe it was because there's E11. E11 is kind of annoying.
So now A7,
oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, now A7 is super good.
So
But
the other option you were saying, if you reinforce D9, they
Yeah,
live on the inside, and
yeah, they live on the
then
inside.
what's your outside shape looking like? Because
Wait,
you're gonna
so
need B7 at some point,
okay,
probably, right?
so then if that happens, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 points on the
yep,
side if that
and
happens.
you kill B8s and all that stuff, right?
No, you don't. If red plays A7, like
But it's white to play.
yeah, I know, but Shinoito is just asking like if
Yeah,
white
what happens if you went for
reinforces on
D9?
yeah if white goes
Hmm.
for D9. But
So
yeah,
if they,
so 10
I'm just
points.
wondering, what's the outside shape like? Because you're gonna have to get B7, I suppose,
No, I'm pretty sure
to
it's gonna
stop.
be
No, yeah,
it's gonna be A6, B6, C7, D8, E9, I guess. Not D9. No, wait, what am I saying? C8, D9, D10, D11, and that's like 10 points with the 4 invaders on the left.
Yeah,
But if you play
but
A7,
if you kill them and you kill, like, red will kill D9, but you still keep
yeah,
you much more in the end
I'm pretty
as
sure.
white.
I'm pretty sure you keep at least 12 points. So it's probably better. Like if you play A7 and red
I think
plays
you get 13 points.
if red plays C6, then it's actually kind of annoying. But
Mm,
you can play
okay.
probably C8.
Yeah, I would do that too.
C8,
So
then probably
maybe 12. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's probably 12.
oh wait, so if A7, C6, C8, is C7 gone then as well?
C6, C8,
No,
C7 is
C7 will
C7 is
reinforce. Oh,
maybe
but
well
C7 might be gone. Yeah.
it depends. So like if red captures
Hi
on
guys.
C7, which I think is the correct
It's
way,
fine.
then white captures on B8.
Yeah,
Um, but like the thing is, if red doesn't capture on C7, white maybe has a 3 stack on D8, and this like fixes the shape completely. So I think
right.
red can't allow that.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, we'll see what happens. Did I miss some moves? Maybe.
but it's probably gonna be a forcing sequence. Is it? Like it's probably gonna get played out
Yeah, it's gonna be
unless there's
super.
some in between moves.
I think it's. I mean, even if you can't read it until the end, I think you play A7. I don't know.
Because of the shape.
Like, yeah, because it would feel too bad to allow a red to live. I don't know.
Maybe he's trying to weigh up like the right side, like you said, what N8 or something.
N8, I think N8 is not worth because like if you
Like
let
if red
if
goes
yeah
first, like can white still survive if red goes first? Like what's red's
yeah
first move? Is it C6 or is it A7?
no probably A7 because like if you
And
play
then
okay if it's sorry if it's red's turn and you
yeah,
capture D9, then I think maybe A7 is enough. It becomes a bit tricky, but I think it's enough.
mm.
Oh, but actually no, I think you die. I think you die because then red has C8. Yeah, it's a bit
Why did
mad.
he? Oh no, I don't like this move.
Yeah, I think that's
So is this it lets A7, but then it gives him D8? Is that the idea?
well, it is completely sente. Maybe that's the point to get a what? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think this is just weighing it up, right?
No, but not now for sure you play A7. I mean,
Really?
no, do you? I mean,
I would.
like
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you play O10?
Yeah, I just capture O10.
O10. I mean, you can also play N8.
What is going
And
on here?
I think
You
N8
played
holds.
L15.
Well, I think Bernd just doesn't have time, you know.
Yeah, maybe maybe
No,
that's
because
also
But we're talking about. I'm criticizing Testing's move.
yeah.
oh yeah, No, because to be honest, maybe you already talked about this, but I think in move 83, if Bernd just capture H11, the game is over. White is dead.
H11.
I think the game is just over. Everything is gonna die.
I don't
You
know
can
because I think you
then
lose a
you can
bunch of
capture
points, but
H. You can capture H9. You can capture M11 also. Everything is dying.
yeah, but the white can get some points on the left. I think.
Oh yeah, but
Uh,
I don't think you can give everything in your land to just get some points on the left.
yeah, I mean,
Mm.
maybe it can be like only like with yeah,
Because
This
what
move,
only like 8
this last
points or
move by
something.
Bernd was really good.
H11
G1
also attacks M11, does it?
Wait, what was the moves? I need to.
Sorry.
No worries. Oh wait. Okay. I think N8 was better than L15.
N8, but then there's no follow up after he captures L7.
No, but then you get like you get a bunch of points for free on the right, and it holds. Like it,
Oh,
red
okay.
can't get behind it. But maybe
That's
I don't
probably
know.
a good idea. But
Yeah,
I think
it's just
G1
like-
was also really nice.
Yeah, G1 is good. Yeah, I agree. Oh, that's a good one. The threat. Okay, then capture. Oh yeah. Okay, then
White has
capture
Sensei.
here.
White can come back and fix everything on the left side.
See, but
Or?
I'm sorry, but N8 is just 1 point better than taking O10. Like it's actually maybe even 2 points better. I'm sorry, but it's just personal. Taste.
Yeah.
Okay. Takes. Wait, that's too fast.
I guess
Okay. Yeah, sorry. A7. Yeah. Comes back for A7. But see, like I really don't like that red has N8 now as endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's actually,
White needs to play that again, or like White needs to come
Yeah.
back and play that.
Yeah.
But N8, is that the right size of move now? Are we at this kind of whatever it is?
I mean,
2 point, 4 point move.
we're sort of running out of points a little bit.
Well, is there a way
There's
to
also
save D2 at all?
K15 has a follow up, right?
A15, J15.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
K15 can capture
K15.
K14.
K15. Yeah.
Like, is D1 playable
Wait, what?
for Y?
Oh,
No way.
what?
Burn give up.
Don't give up. Yeah, maybe that's not enough.
Ghost points.
Congrats, Ben.
Oh, thanks.
This is a really enjoyable game to watch.
It was hard to figure out who was winning, honestly. I mean, felt like Burnt was ahead in the mid game, but I don't know.
But he always had to kind of play it seemed like it was always on edge. Like, he would have to keep playing the right kind of moves, timing and stuff. Like the way he was trying to fit in moves to ignore G13
Yeah.
before coming back to answer and stuff like that. Like, it seemed like he did have to make sure everything was going correct. Not too much wiggle room.
Yeah, the invasion was crazy in the end, so.
I thought the opening went like pretty well for me, but then he kind of started to make progress in the bottom left, and that wasn't so good. And then once he got that 2-stack on, when was it? K7, move 41.
Yeah.
Then I started to think it was in maybe Red's favor slightly.
Yeah, we liked the time in that K7.
Yeah.
And then he had that double attack, which he didn't end up playing, but I was kind of worried about that.
Oh, also, actually, I want to ask about. Oh, sorry.
H4 on move 46 instead of K5.
Oh, okay. H4. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess it would have attacked D4, which was already attacked, but yeah. I think we were looking at H4 as well. But also, we were surprised that that you didn't defend F5 on that move. Like, I mean, it ended up working for sure, but like on move 48, you played J6. And
Yeah,
I don't know. I would have expected J5, but
I didn't think that it was too big to lose that because I felt like it was. I felt it was more important to cover the link from J6 to G3
Mhm.
So if he takes, my idea was just to play probably g3 or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe that was wrong because it does seem
I
pretty
don't know.
big. I was also thinking about j5 there instead.
I mean, it worked out.
It really worked. Yeah. It worked in terms of like not letting the invasion be too high, for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely like it obviously gave him a tough decision, like where he did have to either commit to the invasion on the right or just commit to a reduction. So it's kind of a very tough, just like a
Yeah.
tough decision to pick, and it's gonna shape the rest of the game. So
Move 30, j12. I think this was pretty bad.
30. Oh, okay. I mean, it seemed it seemed like a good move. I don't know.
It allowed it allowed h12, and then I have to parry. I thought that maybe I was debating between j12 and i12, and maybe I don't know, would i12 have been better?
But then maybe I12. So you weren't scared of I13, no?
No, because I was gonna play g12.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
What about in the opening on move 13, e7? Do you guys like that move? I thought it was pretty good for red.
which one?
E7. Oh, yeah.
e7, move 13.
Move 13, yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
guard and the, yeah. It felt pretty good because allowing you, like, playing G9 instead to allow you the 3 stack on D6 with initiative. It's too much.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But what do you think? I mean, maybe you don't want to reveal like the trade secrets, but what do you think is the correct way of handling A1 B2 as red? Is it just to play white, or I mean, because like in my opinion, like a good way would be to be in a position where you don't play too over concentrated, and you try to use the strength of the top left like as more like end game or something, or I don't know.
I don't know. I
You don't
thought
need
that
to capture, right? You can just get out. That would be probably how I would
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, you had this idea of playing like D1 or E1 or something on move 2.
yeah, that probably works. I think that's probably pretty good for red. I wasn't actually sure what I was going to do against that. I was probably going to play like g7 or something.
Mhm.
If I play d1, maybe I play e2 or something.
E2. Whoa. That's mad.
Yeah, I think e2 is probably pretty good. I don't think white really has an issue with just sacrificing all these pieces on the top row. Not too worried about
Yeah.
that.
That's pretty cool that you won with that pie, dude.
Well, I was giving away my plan in the general chat, and there's no ambiguity about that.
Yeah.
It's a meta irony.
Yeah. I try to leave these like little hints along the way of my plans.
Right. Next time, nobody will be able to tell if you're serious or joking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.